I think I forgot plates. Okay, well, we're just going to continue on with this.
Dinner and a movie. Welcome to Dinner and a Movie. Today, middle school diet versus Shazam.
So we're going to try a new show format here where we're going to watch a movie. Either it can be something that just came out in theaters or it's something that we just haven't seen in a while. We decided to watch in our basements or something of that nature. And then we're going to congregate and we're going to eat some sort of meal for dinner that is
Based on the movie.
Based on the movie. Something that works with the film in some fashion. And then we're going to review the film as spoiler-free as we possibly can. And then we're going to compare what was better, the dinner or the movie.
So obviously, our dinner selection for tonight, we have chocolate dollar chips, we have chocolate dollar pizza, we have chocolate dollar candy, and we have chocolate dollar soda pop.
Not a spoiler really, but one of the lines in the movie has to do with
Beef jerky.
beef jerky. Can I
So-
spoil the line?
Yeah, go for it.
It's the you eat enough of this, it'll burn a hole through your stomach.
Maybe you have something superpower related to...
Yeah.
Super stomach or
Yeah,
something.
Maybe you have a
stomach.
super,
Yeah.
super stomach.
All right, let's dig in, boys.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys can grab some chips or something. I'm going to grab some pizza.
I like how you just grabbed the two pieces.
Heck yeah, dude. All right.
So we went and saw
Shazam.
Shazam,
The new DC movie.
the only good DC
Well,
movie.
I didn't hate Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Wonder
about
Woman was good.
But a really good DC movie.
Yeah, it was...
Okay.
I honestly didn't think of it like as it didn't feel like a DC movie.
No, it felt like a fun movie. So, a quick synopsis of Shazam is a boy that's been bouncing around foster homes. He encounters essentially a magical being, which is the wizard. Yeah, the wizard.
The Wizard
And-
Shazam.
Yes, the wizard Shazam. Shazam. I can't say Shazam right now. And he's looking to impart his power onto somebody to be able to fight off the 7 deadly sins, along with protecting all magic and other small daily things.
The realms, I guess.
So then he imparts his powers onto him, and now he's super strong. He has the. Do you want to name off all the things?
It's
you
the
can
wisdom of Solomon, the speed of Mercury, the strength of Hercules, the
power of Zeus,
and then something of Apollos or something like
the
that.
I thought someone-
the stamina.
Stamina, yes.
Oh. Did you say something about Atlas? I thought you said something about Atlas, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a couple.
Anyway, so first, so if you can like give your first impression of the movie.
It's a fun. It feels like a coming of age movie. You know, the kid learns who he is, who his family is, and he learns how to be a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can't put it any better than that. Pretty much, it was a young person put in a place of responsibility has to come to grips with who they are, essentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Coming of age is probably the best way to put it, because it's
I mean, he's 14 or 15 in the movie.
seeing what family means. I think it has one of the best messages out of
A
any
superhero movie
superhero movie that
that I've heard in
see.
a long time. Yeah, seriously, it did have a really good message, which I was like kind of surprised.
And the cool thing is too is like he is still a kid. Like even in the adult form, he's a kid. So
Oh my gosh! All right, so go off of that. Zachary Levi
was the best person you could have cast.
Oh
as this.
my gosh, he killed it.
He has such great energy that is kid energy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like out of line with the character.
No.
Like you could tell like all three of them, like young Billy Batson, Zachary Levi, Billy Batson, and then the kid who played Freddy. They
it
all
felt like they were the same person.
Yeah, they all I think had good energy to play off of each other, and they all interacted really well.
Yeah.
But Zachary Levi.
He almost killed me with the beef jerky.
Zachary Levi was hilarious, and the movie as a whole was funny, but I really like Zachary Levi.
And it wasn't like not that I have anything against Guardians of the Galaxy, but it wasn't like Guardians of the Galaxy funny where it's like super campy, like
or like
had,
Ant-Man funny.
Yeah,
either.
like it had its fair share of campiness, but it wasn't like
Explain what you mean by campiness.
like it's supposed to be dumb.
Like everything is
Like
has
everything has
to
some
have like
sort
a
of
punchline or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Whereas like this one had like a level of campiness that I feel like was appropriate, but it wasn't like
It was appropriate for what they were portraying, which was kids.
yeah. And it still had like a dark, gritty aspect to it too.
Which
Like,
that's-
I wanted to
uh,
bring that up.
talking
I want to bring that
about-
up really quick.
Go
So-
for it.
What is this? This is rated PG-13, right?
yeah.
I would hold that actually pretty close to PG-13. Don't bring an 8-year-old to see this. Honestly,
oh, yeah, no, it's not
it-
There's some.
They-
I was like, oh my gosh.
they use the full PG-13 rating, which is
its entirety.
they can show all the violence they want. They just can't show anybody really dying. But that does not
Well,
mean
I mean,
that's the thing. You don't see.
Die.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
there's some
It's
people dying in this. Like,
they can't show a dead body. Is more of it.
They definitely pushed it. And
pushed
like
their violence.
the 7 deadly sins were
and that's not
scary.
yeah, but that's not to say that it was like
Horror.
a horror.
No, you're- you're not
which,
gonna-
which is interesting because the director of this, David Sandberg, is actually he comes from a line of horror movies.
He
Like,
did Annabelle Creation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
well,
got his
all
start on-
I can say is that the bad guy himself is not scary, but the creatures that he controls are.
Yeah.
They could be the centerpiece of another horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They totally could.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was not like you can take your kids to it, but I wouldn't recommend my sister take my
And your niece.
my nieces or nephews.
I would say you have to. This is one. Usually, I'm like you can push it. You can push it. A PG-13 rating, and like it can be, a good general audience kind of thing. This one I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But that being said, it was not like grotesque. It was just a lot of people. Not a lot of people died, but a lot of people were endangered.
Yeah.
The movie had a lot to do, and I think it handled it really well.
Yeah. They
I was
balanced
actually
everything they needed to accomplish. Like,
yeah, and as an origin movie, I was surprised
Yeah.
to see the villain given so much time. Like Mark
Yeah.
Strong as the villain.
Yeah.
Great
Which
job.
he did a great job.
He did great.
playing. the
He's
role.
Mark Strong. This movie had some surprises in it, and obviously we're not going to spoil it, but it had some things that I was like, oh, well, that was actually a really nice surprise. Like, I'm glad that they did this, or like, I'm glad they went that route, or, this, that, and the other.
I just want to say, like, in terms of superhero movies that you've seen lately, this one has the best message, I think, out of all of the ones that you're going to see that have come out in the last few years.
Yeah.
It has
Not to say that it's the best movie.
no, but it honestly it elevates itself, I think, as a movie because its message is so good.
Yeah, because it's a movie that, the kids are in and, like, you would take your kids to see it, it has a good message for the children as well. It's not just entertaining. It's not just, superheroes punching each other. Woo.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
there's-
like,
Yeah.
there's actually a point to that.
Yeah. There was a heart to it that hasn't really existed in DC movies up to this point
Oh,
yet. Where
yeah.
like there's actually like the character has something to lose that you care about. If well, now that's gonna be in his shot. I think it's
Just
still
chuck it.
just something we'll fill it up later. I forgot where I was going with that, but I want to take this to the flip side. What are the like critiques that you guys have for it? Because we've sung its praises so far, and it deserves all those praise and more. than
But
we
right
can
now
give.
we have praised it enough to be like a 5-star movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
and it
should.
is- it
I
is-
don't know
it
that
is
I
not.
wouldn't call it the perfect movie.
Yeah,
There's-
let's nitpick at it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there are a lot of giant glaring issues right away. I think the plot's fine.
Yeah.
The acting's great. Honestly, for a DC movie, probably had some of the best CG. Of
Honestly,
Yeah, I do-
honestly,
movie.
I do
the
wanna
wire
say-
work
Yeah.
the flying. Although flying
yeah.
and the wire work in this film
Yeah.
was pretty well done. Some of the backgrounds while they were flying were motion blurred to all heck.
Yeah.
But like
But it worked.
I think that was also keeping within the style of
Yeah.
the movie, too.
the opening sequence for me it felt like it just dropped you in, and not in a good way. It felt like you were just like dropped into a seat and you're gonna watch this movie.
Here's this scene, kind of in the middle of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it just felt like
Yeah.
here you are, you're watching this. It wasn't.
oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't.
I felt like it was necessary. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how else he would have done that, but it was kind of like, oh, okay, we're here now.
There were some things where I think at one point during the movie, something was about to happen and like
Happen.
happen. Something was about to happen. Grant and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, this is gonna happen. It's kind of a cliche. So I think that there are times where
There was a cliche.
there are a couple cliches, which I think that's kind of to be expected at this point within superhero
very
movies.
very predictable things happened, but it was not horrible. It was
No.
It was like things that would happen in a kid's movie that would be funny happened.
So now that we've talked about the movie, is there any other nitpicks that you guys?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
And
this is after just seeing it like what?
an hour or two.
Yeah, an hour or
About
two
an hour ago.
Yeah. Let's talk about the food really quick.
So the pizza's pretty good. It has a lot of crust going on, which like is good.
That being said, that's this one. We haven't dug into the second one yet.
They're the same.
Yeah.
The Cheetos taste like Cheetos. We haven't gotten into Twizzlers yet.
So here's the thing, right? This is great when we're in middle school. Right now, my body's already feeling it. It's like, oof, that's a lot of sodium, man. Calm down.
We're still gonna keep eating.
Dude,
it, though.
I'm going to
Like,
feel like such, this is good for, thank you. This is good for sloth and gluttony, two of the deadly sins right now. I'm feeling it. It's not to say it's not delicious.
Yeah.
It's just none of this is real. It's just very... Wow.
I hate it.
So then,
wow.
Why did I like this as a kid?
I still like Twizzlers. Like, they're,
Yeah, I like Twizzlers.
I don't know.
Gosh, we would stay up so late, like eating pretty much exactly this
Yeah.
and playing like Call of Duty all night
Which
as middle
ties
schoolers.
back
and-
into the movie again. Like, I think they did a good job, like, capturing that. Like, because sometimes when you
The
write kids
feel
into a
of-
movie, writers aren't always the best at, like, actually channeling
Oh,
good kids.
it has a squish to it that has a greasiness then.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the beef jerky and the like.
Oh, like it.
I like the beef jerky and the bags that you get from like the real beef jerky, not the.
You guys ever do
off-brand
this?
Slim
You
Jims.
guys ever do this as a kid?
I never did that actually.
I'm
Take a bite of this and then I'm ready for a
I'm not
verdict.
finishing that. Oh.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about the movie because like we've talked about the acting.
Talked about the acting, that was pretty good. Talked about the plot,
CGI.
was pretty good. CG was pretty good. In terms of the DC movies,
What
it's
did
one
you
of the
What did you
best.
think of the writing and the dialogue? Please tell us more.
I think it was good. I don't think it was like anything to write home about. You know, I don't think that it was like. I think Freddy was probably the funniest character and had
Yeah.
some of the wittiest dialogue.
Oh yeah.
But
He was, I think, the kid that I felt like you two identified with the most because you guys were laughing at pretty much everything he said.
So the characters and the character writing, I think all the dialogue seemed somewhat natural, except
a couple of
the
instances.
the,
here
the,
and there.
the bullies weren't very.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is over the top and like really
Yeah.
dramatic.
It's like if,
Well, and like the
it's like
best
if,
one thing that
it's
too
like
is,
if Grease showed up in your middle school and
Yeah.
started bullying you.
it's
Yeah.
true though.
That's another nitpick.
Yeah, kind of there, and it was a good moment to kind of see Billy Batson like kind of turn a
So-
corner in a way in terms of character.
Be a little bit
One thing-
selfless. Yeah.
One thing that I thought about that was when he was becoming a superhero, he caused so much property damage.
See, and that's been a thing with the DC movies.
Still a nitpick.
It's a nitpick.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but I don't know. It
It's
just
gonna happen when you get lots of superheroes that can fly and are strong as
Yeah.
whatever.
it just
Him figuring out his powers, however,
Yeah, that was
pretty
pretty cool.
fantastic.
Yeah, and the whole scene
that was
there,
actually a big chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which was awesome. I
Yeah.
really liked it. They didn't like,
it didn't feel like it was dragged out unnecessarily.
but it also didn't feel like. I think in like the first Spider-Man, couple of the Spider-Man movies actually, he just like figures out his powers. Like there's like a 20-minute period of like basically montages of him like figuring out his powers, and then he just knows it.
Yeah,
I
no,
think that they timed it well throughout the
well,
movie.
and he also wasn't like completely confident with everything at the end either. Like I felt like the final battle scene, he was still. I mean, he was pretty realized and stuff, but I didn't feel like he was like.
He was still testing things and figuring
Yeah.
everything
So-
out.
Okay, so back to the food for a second, just to jump back and forth. I like Twizzlers. They probably have a lot of sugar.
Oh yeah, we are.
No, oh my gosh.
very sugared up right now.
Yeah.
The pizza's the only thing that probably doesn't have.
Honestly, this does not have a lot of sugar. Only 13 grams.
The Mountain Dew sure
but
as heck
this
does.
this has
what that
60,
lacks in sugar, the Mountain Dew makes.
60 grams of sodium.
Yeah, the beef jerky, the pizza, the Cheetos, that's a lot of sodium.
This has as much sodium as the Twizzlers, and has 46 grams of sugar. And I'm sure this pizza dough is just like 80% sugar. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet pizza dough.
Well, yeah, and the sauce, too.
All right, so verdict time.
Yep.
We'll start with you.
All right. I like the movie better. Shazam over Middle School Diet.
Movie was better than the dinner. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Shazam was better than the dinner. Not that the dinner sucked or anything.
It's just...
It's just my girlfriend would be very disappointed in me for
My
having
mom
this for
would be
dinner.
disappointed in me. I'm
So-
disappointed in me.
So I think movie was better than the dinner.
I'm gonna agree because my stomach is actually kind of making noises and kind of hurts right now. The movie was better. Go see a movie. Skip the dinner. Go somewhere nice.
Don't eat this and then go shoot Shazam. Go to if you're gonna get pizza,
Treat yourself.
go to an actual pizzeria of some sort that isn't.
Support your local pizza.
Go
joint.
eat a salad.
That. Thank you all for watching. This has been Dinner and a Movie.
Watch
Stay
the movie.
tuned.
Yep. Consider subscribing
Yeah.
for more content from Chocolate Dollar. We got a podcast, so you can go check that out and listen to a few episodes of some stuff. It's right there on the pizza box. iTunes, Google Play Music, all that fun stuff. We'll be coming out with more random shows like this. We got a cooking show with Grant and another member of the crew who's not with us right now. And yeah,
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
You
I
can
gotta
follow
say
us on social media.
yeah, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff.
Instagram, Google Plus,
MySpace.
MySpace.
Actually, that's the one we don't. Links for everything in the description below. So until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Go see the movie.
Shazam!